So you are 3 million subscribers. You know, your husband and you are running this amazing company, $100 million in investment, lots of ideas and expansion. How do you stay balanced? What are your personal practices?
Well, I definitely need to work out. And the things that I like to do, I like to swim. I like to do yoga. I like to do Zumba. And I like to do, weights and stretching and things like that. But and I'm also very conscious of what I eat, because I'm super sensitive to a lot of sugar. I'm very sensitive to. I'm sensitive to gluten, and so I try to eat whole foods, whole organic, healthy foods, and really pay attention to my health. The older I get, and the more exciting Lynda.com gets, the more we grow. It can get overwhelming very quickly. And so I just find that I have to do that for my own personal peace of mind. Yeah.
Do you ever, I coach a lot of entrepreneurs, and a lot of them, they say, I sometimes have so much to do, I get paralyzed. What do you do to get unstuck when you're in that situation?
I think I just have a lot of tenacity. I'm stubborn and I'm persistent. And I won't stay stuck for long. If I'm stuck, it's a temporary state, and I know it. And maybe I just need to sleep on something, or approach it again, put the foot in front of the other the next day, and just make it happen.
What are the 3 things you would tell a young Lynda at the beginning of this marathon?
I think it's really important to learn a lot of lessons in life, and have a lot of life experiences, and work for other people, and work. Kind of find your calling before you start your own company. I realize a lot of people today think this is what I have to do because I won't be able to find a job. But when I look back at my life, I know that I learned so much just in the school of hard knocks and just the school of life, that I see a lot of people who think, oh, I'm going to have the business pitch, I'm going to get the funding, and then I'm going to go. They see that as sort of the end game, as getting the funding and having the business plan. When it's not at all. There's so many different points along the road. There's the hills and the valleys, and you have to see if you're made of it. I mean, I say the same thing with relationships. I always will tell a girlfriend or my daughter, well, you're in the honeymoon period. Go through something hard with that person. The second thing would be to get validation, and to really know that there is a need for what you do. And I see so many people who are just trying to figure out an angle, or copy something else that's been successful. And I know it's the way that I did it, but I thought that was a really good way to get that feedback right away, that people like the way that you do it. And then the last thing that I would say is, you do have to make money. Even if you get investment, it's really critical that ultimately you become a profitable company. And I think a lot of people don't know what it means to do that. There's a difference between the cash flow and the actual profit, and there's a lot just to learn about the mechanics of how to run a responsible business.
Completely.
So I think those might be my 3 tips.
Yeah, they're priceless.
Thank you.
So how do people sign up for Lynda.com? Because I'm already sold, and I'm already a subscriber, but for our audience, how can we find you?
Go to Lynda.com, and you actually can even get a free account there and try it.
Lynda.
It is, but we also have Linda.
Oh, you do?
Yes. We didn't always have it, but it's nice because if you say it on radio, you don't have to spell it, and so you can get there either way.
Well, and your face is the logo. My face is the logo of the tea company.
Okay.
So for you, from your point of view, what's it like to be the face of a brand?
I have a little bit of a personal conflict with it at times, because it happened very accidentally. Like, getting the name Lynda.com was an accident. I was writing for a magazine, and someone wrote to me who was Debbie at Debbie.com in 1995, and it gave me the idea as Lynda available. I got it, and I was just using it as my personal website for a very long time. It wasn't a business, so I consider that somewhat accidental. Then my husband, who's an illustrator, he drew the logo, and he drew me into the logo. And at first, I really didn't like it. In fact, I thought he had turned me into the Seas Candy Lady. Like, I felt that it was very kind of matronly, and I didn't want it to be about me. And the whole revelation, that was actually one of our really big revelations, or one of, I should say, not his, mine, that he really pushed me towards, was to make Lynda.com not about me, the teacher, but to bring it in as a platform for lots and lots of teachers. And so I know that I am a huge part of the company, and that it wouldn't be there without me. But he's had as much to do with building it as I have, yet it's always my name and my image.
So if you guys screw up, it's on you, right?
It's just a little awkward. Well, people will come up and they'll go, oh, you're Lynda.com. And I suppose if you name your company after yourself, that's what you deserve. I get so many compliments on the logo, as my husband gets them all the time. And it's almost, it's the way it all unfolded. And I accept it. But there's something about it that's a little bit uncomfortable, because it's really not about me, the person, even though I do take credit for co-founding it. You know, it's about our mission, it's about what we're doing, and it's so many voices on Lynda.com. We have hundreds of teachers too, which is really cool.
Awesome. Well, Lynda, thank you so much for being so inspirational, and I've watched you. I mean, I remember when everybody was coming into Ojai for your classes, and then the drop happened. I was here, and we were all like really rooting for you, because you brought so many amazing people into our community, and you're such a big piece of it. So
well, thank you. And it's just, you know, I felt that way the whole way, that I've had so many people rooting for me.
Totally.
And I realize it's bigger than me. I think what people are rooting for is the idea of it, the idea of democratized education, the idea of being able to learn things that are hard to learn at your own pace, on your own time. And so I accept it, and I'm extremely proud. But you know, it's a very huge honor to have been able to be the catalyst for it.
Well, great. Yeah. Well, a lot of women look up to you, so
that's cool too.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us for another amazing episode of Inspiration Inc. You can find out more about Lynda of Lynda.com at lynda.com or linda. And if you Google it, she's all over the place. So thanks again.